Working with layers in Animate. Topics covered: understanding the layers, working with layers, creating objects on different layers, more actions on layers, masking on layers. Introduction. A layer is like a transparent sheet stacked on top of each other. It is used to organize the artwork, photographs, text and animation in a single file. Layers are one of the core features of Flash. It helps in organizing animation work as a stack in the form of layers one over the other. Animation work can be divided into different layers so as to edit them individually without interfering with other layers. Layers are like transparent sheets on which can place the object. They are used to organize artwork, animations and other elements of movies. Understanding the layers. Layers are the different levels of an animation on which you can place the text, objects and animations that you have inserted or created on the stage. They are usually used when there is a need to create and control multiple objects at the same time, such as in a large animated movie. To create an animation using layers, you will first have to understand how you can divide individual objects into separate layers and animate each of them without affecting the objects of the other layer. Working with layers. Given below are the various options present on the timeline window while you are working with layers. View only active layer. Show all layers as outlines. Show or hide all layers. Play button. New layer button. Name of the layer. Delete button. Lock or unlock all layers. Let us now understand how all these options are used to work with layers in various ways. Inserting a layer. A new layer is always added above the selected layer. To insert a new layer in the Animate document, click the New Layer button present above the names of the layers in the timeline window. A new layer will be inserted with the name layer _2. New layer added with the name layer _2. Deleting a layer. To delete a layer, you have to make sure that the objects present on that layer are not required anymore. Then click the Delete button present on the timeline window. Renaming a layer. Renaming a layer makes it comfortable to understand what kind of objects or animations are in them. To rename a layer, double-click on the layer and then enter a new name for the layer. Renaming a layer. Creating objects on different layers. Now that you know how to insert objects on the stage and insert layers, let us learn to create a morning scene with the sun, a hut, some birds and some plants in different layers. To do this, follow the steps given below. Step 1. Create a new document and change the background color of the stage to sky blue. Step 2. Rename the default layer _1 to sun. Draw a sun using the oval tool and line tool. Fill the sun with a yellow color. Step 3. Insert a new layer and rename it to birds. Draw some birds using the drawing tools using the classic brush tool. Step 4. Insert another layer and rename it to hut. Draw a hut using the rectangle tool and line tool. Fill it with the desired colors. Step 5. Insert the fourth layer and rename it to grass. Draw some plants or grass around the hut using the classic brush tool. Scenery with different objects on different layers. Timeline after drawing scenery. More actions on layers. After inserting a number of layers and creating objects on it, you can now perform even more actions on them. Hiding or showing layers. To hide or show a layer, follow any of the steps given below. Hiding a single layer, click in the eye column next to the name of the layer that you want to hide. This icon appears near the layer name. Hiding all the layers, click on the Show or Hide All Layers icon. You will see that all objects are hidden from the stage. Showing a layer, click this icon to show the layer again on the stage. Unhide all the layers, click on the Show or Hide All Layers icon. All objects will be shown on the stage. Hiding some layers. Hiding all layers. Locking or unlocking layers. You can lock a layer when you do not want to make any changes on it. When you do so, the changes made previously on the locked layer become permanent unless you unlock it. To lock or unlock a layer, follow any of the given steps. Lock a layer. Click in the lock column next to the name of the layer that you want to lock. A lock will appear next to the layer name. Locking all the layers. Click on the lock or unlock all layers icon above the layers section. Unlocking the layer. Once the lock icon appears, you can click it again to unlock the layer. Unlock all the layers. Click on the lock or unlock all layers icon again. Masking on layers. Masking refers to hiding a part of an object in such a way that only that part of it is visible while in animation. With the help of this feature, you can hide some content in your animation from the audience and show only the one you want to display. For example, you can give a spotlight effect on the morning scene that we just created. To add a layer mask in Flash, follow the steps given below. Step 1. Open a new Flash document and create the scenery on a single layer, and rename the layer as morning_scene. Step 3. Select frame 60 and press the key F6 on the keyboard to insert keyframe in the layer. Step 4. Insert a new layer and rename it to masking. Step 5. In frame 1 of the masking layer, draw a solid circle anywhere on the scene using the oval tool. Set any one color for the stroke line and fill. Drawing a solid circle. Step 6. Convert the circle into a graphic symbol by using the option in the Modify menu. Convert to symbol dialog box. Step 7. Click on the frame 60 of the masking layer and move the circle to another position. Moving the circle to a new position. Step 8. Right-click between frame 1 and frame 60 of the masking layer and select the Create Classic Tween option from the shortcut menu. Creating classic tween animation between frame 1 and frame 60. Step 9. Again right-click on the layer masking in the timeline window and select the mask option from the shortcut menu that appears. Selecting the mask option. After all these steps, the screen will look like this. Screen after applying masking. Step 10. Press the key combination Ctrl+Enter on the keyboard and observe the masking animation. Playing the masking animation.